Hey guys, Squatch Reloading here. We are going to finish up our 9mm load series with some shooting today. So what we have is we're going to do a quick group of functioning of the rounds. We're going to shoot these through my Zev 19 Dragonfly. It's got the 4.5-inch threaded barrel. It's got an O-light, weapon light on the front, and on top the Trijicon RM06 in a 3.25 MOA. We're also going to check these out on our Pro Chrono PAL from Competition Electronics. It's a pretty good chronograph, and you know, chronograph tells you a lot of things. Velocities, you can calculate power factors and things like that. So we're going to get after it. So I'm going to jump into just some function checks. Okay, my impressions are, you know, the recoil's mild. Probably, you know, on my log sheet, I'll throw in a cutaway of this and how I record all my load data, and then also all my impressions, chronograph speeds, and things like that on this load sheet. But I'll throw that in here in a little bit. But you know, I didn't notice much muzzle flip. I had a lot of good no cycling issues. Wasn't too smoky. Overall, I think the rounds performed pretty good. So now let's get a 5-shot group through the chronograph and see what our average speeds were. Okay, in our Hornady manual, when we picked our powder charge, we picked 4.7 grains of unique. And in the manual it stated an average velocity of 1,050. We know we were a little bit on the higher end of that 4.7, and we also, in our Zev Dragonfly here, it's a 4.5-inch barrel. So we're going to get a little bit more velocity than just right at 4.7. Our average velocity was 1103. Our low end of that was 1095, and the upper was 1114. So the big thing that I look at, I'm not concerned that we're going a little bit quicker than the published load data, because we know from a grains perspective we were a little bit higher. It's a little bit cold here as well. It's like 28 degrees, so that plays a part into it, and then also this barrel being slightly longer. So overall our power factor is right about 137. So that's a medium range round, and you know, I think the recoil impulse indicated that as well. So you know, as far as the performance from the chronograph, I think it's spot on to what we were shooting for. As far as accuracy goes, what I do typically is I'll step back about 60 feet or 20 yards, and I'll just put a 5-shot group in there, doing my best to maintain my trigger control and, you know, tighten up on the grip and make sure I get a solid, good pull 5 times. Our results aren't too bad. Keep in mind, well, you guys don't know this, but I just recovering from torn labrum in my shoulder, so I haven't been shooting a whole lot. But I think our spread there, and I'll run it through the Ballistic X and I'll throw it on here. But it's about an inch, maybe a little bit more than an inch at 60 feet. If I took some time and really got warmed up, I think I could probably tighten those up to about less than half an inch. But you know, the recoil didn't. It was great, and you know, just right down the pipe, exactly what we were looking for. So I'm gonna dub in the measurements there so we can kind of take a look at that, and then you know, these are all things that I record on my load sheets, and if any of you guys want an Excel copy of this, just email me and I will get it right over to you. But you know, basically what I keep track of, you know, aside from you know, just what we're running through the reloader, is, you know, I'm recording the caliber, the type of pistol, and in this case the Zev Dragonfly, the date, what brand of bullet that I'm using, the bullet weight, and in this case 124 grains, our bullet type, these were XTPs, jacketed hollow points, the powder, which we were using, is unique, our powder and grains 4.7 we were looking for, and the primer type CCI 500. Some of the things that I also note on here, in this case the brass varies because it's range brass, so if I had a specific brand I would note that as well there. The case overall length 1.06, and crimp, and typically what I'll record is, was it a taper crimp, was it a roll crimp, did I not put a crimp, etc. And then here at the bottom we're going to do our low velocity, our high, and our average, our power factor calculation, our group size, our shooting distance, and then any notes. Even if I had notes with the press or during the reloading process, I would note those there. And then I keep those in a 3-ring binder, and I do one of these about every year. And any recipes that I'm happy with that I'm going to keep, I put it right there so I'm not digging back through my manuals. I'll just pull out the sheet, and that's what I'm going to run. And I suggest that you guys do that. And again, if you want a copy of this, I will gladly send it to you via email, and it's free, and it's for you to use. So until next time, guys, please go over to Facebook and check us out over there at Squatch Reloading. All of our videos are on Gunstreamer, Utah Gun Exchange, the Reloaders Network, and of course here on YouTube. But until next time, guys, God bless.